Welcome to the KDR TV show. We are happy to have one of our sisters, Sister Susan Onchoke. She's an entrepreneur from Kenya, and she's visiting the US, and she got some time and came to our studios. So welcome, Dada Susan Onchoke, to the KDR TV show.
Thank you.
And before we ask you any questions, please can you introduce yourself and let viewers know who is Susan Onchoke. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you also for inviting me here. My name is Susan Onchoke, as you have said. I live in Nairobi. I came to Texas, and now I'm in Minnesota. But what I do in Kenya, I'm an entrepreneur, as you have said, a business lady in Kenya. I think that I can say about myself.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that one. Okay. Now, what brings you to America, Susan?
There was a summit in Texas, and I was invited to come as an entrepreneur to come and share with our other people in the US. That's why I came here. So I went to the summit, and from there I came to Minnesota. So what I did is I came to share what I do and how we can be able to help our people back in Kenya.
Thank you very much. So can you also briefly tell us your stories? I mean, who is Susan Onchoke? You said what you do, but tell us actually what you do and what made you to do what you are doing. Go ahead, my sister.
What I do, as I said, I'm in food industry. I said I'm an entrepreneur, but I didn't say what I do. I'm in food industry. I run a factory in Kenya. I do different types of product, as the food, the line of food. And the reason why you ask why did I have to start, doing something like this, is because of thinking how our people can eat good food and health food. Because out there in the market, we don't have lots of food for people to eat, good food to eat. But besides that, I'm self-employed, and I've employed other people. So that is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Thank you very much. Can you systematically tell us actually what challenged you to start doing, selling the products you're selling or becoming an entrepreneur?
Yes, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Like any other young person, I went to England to see what we can do or I can do. I stayed here for 1 year. I realized I was not comfortable. I came to the US, and that time, I came to the US for 8 months, and I realized I have to go back home. I think I need to go back home. And in these two countries, where I was, I realized that a thing that we don't have in Kenya, we can do, or I can do, to be able to survive. And when I left, I took the, being exposed. Exposure is something very good. I went back to Kenya, and I started making product in my house, in my kitchen. I started thinking of, because I teach health, I didn't want people to use margarine, on their bread. Why I know that it's not very healthy. So I started making peanut butter. But before I started, I didn't know how to do it. But the question I asked, because I said I love God, the question I asked myself is, the first person who made bread, how did he make bread? So I thought, God, even me, I can be able to do something. And from there, I started finding out. I didn't sit and wait for peanut butter to come to my house. I started finding out how do you make peanut butter. And from there, I started making peanut butter with my machine in the kitchen. I had a small machine to make the blender, but I had to add some oil. But that's not the way peanut butter is being made. And because I was so serious, I wanted to make good food, I went out to find out, and I found people who were kind enough to tell me, no, this is how peanut butter is made. And from there, I started making it and telling my client that I'm adding some olive oil in it, which is not supposed to be that because of the kind of machine I'm using. And people started buying it. But I realized, even though I said I didn't enjoy the peanut butter with olive oil. Olive oil is good, it's healthy, but it doesn't taste nice, like when it's raw. And from there, I went round. It's very easy in Kenya to get people, we call them juakalian, who can fabricate a machine. And believe me, they made me a machine, and I started making peanut butter. And I started selling to my neighbors. And the market, like my neighbors, the numbers started being big and big. And before I moved to like trying to sell in the market, I realized that people can use honey on their bread. And most honey in Kenya is not pure honey. So I went to the beekeepers in Nairobi, and to find out how I can process honey. And I found a very nice lady who explained to me how I can make processed honey. And from that, in fact, and she told me, I have people who can sell you honey. And I started that. I started making honey. So I went to the market now, looking for a supermarket, so I can be able to put my product in the shop. Because people coming to my home was too much. But when I went, it wasn't easy. It took me like 2 years to get to one supermarket. Number one, when you go, they ask you, do you have a Kenya Bureau of Standards certificate? I didn't know how. Then they said, do you have a barcode? Because we must have a barcode in the market. Then I asked, how can I get this? They gave me contact, and I went. I went to Kenya Bureau of Standards, and I took my product. When I took my product, and they said you wait for 2 months. I waited for 2 months, and the certificate came back. And I also went where I can get the barcode. And they said, you need some money. You have to pay 12,000. I didn't have that money because I'm trying to get raw materials to my product. But I sold some because I'm selling to house, and I got some and I paid for the barcode, and I had a barcode. I went back to the supermarket. That I am here, so excited, I'm here. My barcode, my product has a barcode, and there's the Kenya Bureau of Standards, mark. But when I went there, they said, okay, you can come next week. I came back next week. He said, okay, the person you're supposed to see is not there. Can you come after a month, next month? I went. The next time I went, we are not adding anything at the moment. We'll do it next year, March. I didn't get tired. I went until it took me 2 years, and I got my first product, 2 products in the market. But not 2, there were 3 products then, because I had sea salt. So I took 3 products in the market. And that is how I started. Persistent helped me to get to the market. It was easier now to get to other supermarkets.
Wow, that is a challenge. So rather than that one, so what are the, I mean, we want you also specifically to tell us a little bit more about the challenges for you to start a business like that. What are some of the underlying factors, like challenges you met on the way? Yes, you said about you took 2 years to enter to the supermarket. Do you have any other challenges?
Let me tell you, there are challenges everywhere. But what happens, challenges help you to get stronger. So some challenges, let me just say some of the challenges. Number one, raw material, to get the right raw materials. Like now, when I make peanut butter, I get my peanuts from Malawi, because we don't have good peanuts in the country to make good peanut butter. So we can use them, and we don't have enough. Because if I can use in a week, like 20 bags or 30 bags, we don't have
20 bags to be specific, 20 kilograms? Or?
I'm talking about 100 kilos.
Oh, 100, okay.
So 20 to 30 bags a week.
Mm-hmm.
That means we don't have enough. So we get most of our peanuts come from Malawi. But also there are things, raw materials I use for my product. That is maize, sorghum, we have windy, and other things. The challenges are, especially when it's raining, it is so hard for you to get the product from the farm, because sometimes I buy this raw material from farmers to get to Nairobi. You can send your vehicle, and 2 days, 3 days, 1 week is stuck in mud. You cannot get to Nairobi. Or the maize comes, it's not dry. You have to dry the machine. And because I'm not a big, manufacturer, I don't have machines to dry the product. So you find that it's so hard. You have to wait, to dry them and make sure that you give people the right food, because I do health products. The other challenge is payment from the supermarkets. Getting payment from the supermarket is a big problem. You can supply like 5 months and you're not going to pay. And you have to keep on supplying every time. That's a big challenge. Sometimes it is really hard, and sometimes you have to pray, God, touch them, for them to pay us. Because I am not the only one who's selling honey. I'm not the only one who's selling peanut butter. So I cannot go to complain, because after all, if I complain, someone else will supply. somebody who has enough capital. So those are the kind of challenges we are getting, in the country. The roads that we have, it's a challenge.
That's a great challenge, yeah. Okay, the other thing also we would also like you to really tell us. You came to Texas for the Go Connect Summit. What can we learn from you, or what can you also learn from Go Connect?
Go Connect is whoever came with the idea, it's a very nice idea. But what I want to tell our people, especially people in America, one thing we need to do is to deny ourselves, to be able to get some. It's a good thing. Go Connect. We see community networking is a good thing to help our people back in the country. But they are not in Kenya to know what is going on. And that is why, like me, I came with a few people we came with. That's why I came to tell them this is what we can do in Kenya, or this is what we can do for Omusi, And that's what we can. You can learn from us. Because we are in the ground, we can tell what we need in Kisii or in Nyamira, what we need. And you can support us. We give you the idea. You can support us with maybe finance to be able to start something maybe in Kisii or in Nyamira. And you can learn from us because it needs perseverance. You have to persevere to do anything. And it doesn't come that easy. Sometimes you have to shed tears, you know what I mean? But you shed tears and clean yourself and move on, because you are in a tunnel and there's some light at the end of the tunnel. So you have to persevere.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that one. So are you looking for a way of like having a conglomerate of companies or people coming to join you so that you can continue the business, or what do you think?
There's so much. I have a lot of ideas.
Yes.
To come to Nature's, my company is Nature's Way Health.
Yes.
But the brand is Sue's Naturals. It's known by Sue's Naturals. If you go to the market, you see the Kisii Wimbi. I'm the one who has the Kisii Wimbi.
Sure.
So to come to Nature's Way Health, it is not bad if you want to come with maybe capital. But why do you want to come to Nature's Way Health when we have so much to do back in Kisii? When I talk of Kisii, please understand me, I mean the Kisii community.
Sure.
So I'm not saying that I'm putting Nyamira aside. I'm talking about the Kisii, Omogusi. There's so much we have so much resource. In fact, sometimes I say Kisii should be the richest county. They have Nyamira and the Kisii county. Because it's Canaan, that's why I say it's Canaan. We have the bananas, we have the maize, we have sweet potatoes, we have rinagu, we have spaghetti, we have all these vegetables. And we can be able to supply other people who live out of the Nyamira and the Kisii county. And if we can be able to have industries in Kisii and Nyamira. If you look at Kisii, we don't have industry. Somebody takes maize from Kisii, send it to Nairobi to go and grind the flour and bring it back to Kisii and sell it. For example, I can get wind from Kisii, which we don't have enough, and which I'll talk about why we don't have enough. Take it to Nairobi, transport, grind in Nairobi, then send back the Kisii wind to our sea. Whereby we could have done it in Kisii, stored in Kisii, and transport it to other counties to be able, to make money for Omogusi. Now, how can we be able to get this work done in Kisii? Is to come up with industries. And you don't need a lot of money. We have bananas. Omogusi, our mothers go and plant bananas. Takes 1 year, 1.5 years, and you have the banana ready. This banana has taken you for almost 1.5 years. Then you take the banana, sell it to somebody taken out of the Kisii community. Raw material goes out there, you sell it for 150 shillings, go out, and that banana will be sold either in Nairobi for 800 or 1,500, between 800 and 1,500. And that mother back home, Omogusi, Kwamboka, has done so much, and what that lady my father has got is only 150. It pains me. And yet, there are things that we can do our industry and make those bananas ready, the product ready, sealed, labeled, packed, sell it to Nairobi. send it to Nairobi or other counties to sell. But when we give our raw material to other counties, we are losing, because what we are getting is not enough to pay even a salary for your worker. So what we need to do is to have the industries in Kisii. That's what I'm saying. There's no need of coming to nature's well. If you want to come, okay, we can sit and talk. But there's so much we can do, and I'm willing, more than willing, to help Omogusi or our leaders, community, our leaders, to be able to come up with this industry. Because I have the experience. I have my industry in Nairobi. So I can do that in Kisii. Another thing I don't want to forget, maybe you asked me that question, is now, like I said, we don't have enough wimbi in Kisii. Mm-hmm. Why? Because my mother was planting wimbi, an example, planting wimbi. After you have the wimbi, you don't have a place to take it, because we don't have industries in Kisii. Bananas, the sugarcane. You have the sugarcane or the banana, you have 20 bananas. You will sell the banana for 150. But if we have the industry in Kisii, we can be able to take the bananas. There's a way we can process those bananas and preserve those bananas for years and sell the ready product to other people. So we can be able to take all our product and make ready product in Kisii and sell a ready product. That means the money we circulate in where? In Kisii. So when we sell the product ready, we make more money. We have other people out, and also our people here will make money. The Umusi will make money, and our young people will get employment. Our young people are askaris. Everywhere you knock is Umusi as an askari. You know what I mean? But we can have industry like other people. We can have industries and employ our children in Kisii.
That's brilliant. Yeah. That's a brilliant idea. Do you sell some of your products out of the country? Do you sell some of your products outside the country? I mean, like, yes, do you export some of your products? I spoke about vegetables, you know what I mean? Yes. Like
now I do mixed vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And I supply this product to South Sudan. And I supply in tons, not in kilos, in tons. Because it's dry, so South Sudan is dry, so I supply that. And the same thing we can do, help our mothers plant enough manure, instead of planting 50 by 50, not 50 by 10 by 10 for their youth, we can do 100 by 100, a quarter or an acre, because this lady will know that this manure, I'll take it and sell to such and such a place, and it should not be enough for me, because I'll be drying the managu and export, not only even selling, even export the managu. So the managu in the Kisii community will not get spoiled. So there's nobody who's going to complain. And our parents will be able to have money to pay the school fees of our sisters and brothers, instead of depending you people in America to send money. I'm not saying you don't send money. Send money to Kisii. They can even be able to do their vegetable and send that vegetable to America so that they can get their money. So the burden will be less. So we can do so much work. The same thing with the bananas. We can dry the banana. I have all the recipes. I have what we can do with that. So we can be able to help our people where we are. The one thing I believe, Moses was leading the children of Israel. God asked, what do you have? And Moses said, I have a rod. And he said, put it down, become a snake. That's the rod which led the children of Israel from Egypt to Canaan. So what we have can take us far. That's what I mean.
That's brilliant. So the other thing also, now, I mean, you are really advising the Kisii community actually to pull up the socks.
Yeah.
So specifically, give some specifics. What the areas you think should be a brain teaser for the Kisii community to wake up and actually do something about some of your suggestions.
Number one, we have to get our people back to start farming. Because you find in Kisii, let me give an example where I come from. You see the problem we have, the Kisii ladies are not given land, okay? So we have like 40, 50 acres. And you find what they're utilizing is only maybe 5 acres. The rest of the land is sleeping. Why? Because even if they do their maize, whatever, they have nowhere to take the product. Another thing, what I want is that if our leaders can give us water for people to learn how to do irrigation, because you see now, Kisii is not the Kisii or Nyamira, which was those years when we were young. The areas are not, you cannot predict. So what we need to do is to have water from our people who are leaders. so we can be able to do enough farming. I give an example. I do a lot of wimbi. I buy a lot of wimbi, but I don't have enough wimbi from Kisii. I get my wimbi from Tanzania, which pains me. I'm giving a Tanzania, I don't even know who that person is. I'm buying from, and where am I? My mother and my father could do that, and we have the wimbi. But now our leaders can come and talk to us, or share all of us, and then you are leader, we will know what we can do. We share, and say, now, what do we do? Let's do let's say the bananas, talk about the maize, and the wimbi, and this is what we do. We will buy. And now, because we want to put the industries in Kisii, I don't have to take the wimbi to Nairobi. I will do the wimbi flour and the other whatever in Kisii. I don't have to get the banana from Kisii, because if I take the banana from Kisii, my brother will never get a job, because I'll employ those people who are in Nairobi. So if I do that work in Kisii, what will happen? I'll employ more people from our community. So if we have a factory in Kenya, in Kisii, then we'll be able to have our people working there. And we will never lose anything. But takes Amanyabuari to sweet potatoes, to Darajambili, or Keroka, or wherever. Then he sells for 200. He comes back with the remaining, he gives to cows. You understand? So what happened? This lady, you tell us to plant more, she said, I have more than enough. But if we can go to buy these sweet potatoes from them, process them, and make food, have food for people, let me tell you, we'll support them. This is what I'm talking about. But the only way we can be able, my brother, to have our leaders to join hands. Maybe they didn't know me, they are wondering, maybe, oh, we can do this. We are there. We can be able to support our people, to be able to stand on their feet.
That is a brilliant idea. So now when we talk about the leadership, have you people tried, I mean, you as an individual, have you actually gone out there to talk to them and give them these suggestions, or we are supposed to come together right now and actually forge a way of bringing all these heads together so that we can go ahead?
Yes, I have. You cannot reach them. You cannot reach them. You can reach them only when they are campaigning. You can get them any time. But when they get to the office, I don't know what happened. And that's why I cannot be a politician. I don't know what happened. When even relatives you have eaten together, when they get there, it is done. You cannot reach them. This is the problem we have. And maybe when they get there, many people go there, they also say enough is enough. You get the point? I don't really understand. I'm just trying to think maybe many people go there, but we don't reach them. You can imagine, sometimes I cry tears. I say, look at the Abagusi people. When I see I'm buying things from other people, not my own, where I come from, where I grew up, but I cannot reach them. I can't.
That's very unfortunate. So there is a big gap there. We need
Maybe
actually
if I
to
reach them,
yes.
right now we'll be having like 3 or 4 factories in the Nabagusi community.
That
because we will make a lot of money. Then our roads will be made. You know what I mean? We have good roads because we have enough money from our community. But you see what happens? Like now, for example, you send money from here to your mom. Your mom will take that money and go to Nairobi and buy something. So that money is not in Kisii. Because we don't have factories where she can say, let me go and buy this from this factory, from whatever. They can only go out. So the money you send from Nairobi to your sister and brother leaves, you send from America, get to Kisii, leaves Kisii, and goes out. So it's not in Kisii.
I understand that.
You understand what I'm talking about?
I'm getting it. So the other question is, what can you tell the Kisii people?
Yeah?
What can you tell the Kisii people? What is lacking in the Kisii? I mean,
tell the Kisii people?
Yes.
We are blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, we must know that we are blessed. If you go, kutembea kwingi ni kujua mengi.
Mm-hmm.
If you go other places like Machakos, me, I did not know that there are places you can find dry like this. Dry, you know what I mean? And I realized that Kisii, we are blessed. When you talk about bananas, they have never seen a banana, But in Kisii, we have a lot. we have the sugar. I've talked about it. We
Sure.
have a lot.
Sure.
What I want to tell democracy people is not that we should now wake up. Let us not look back of what has happened, where we have failed, but look forward and know there is more life. There's good things coming. Keep your fork, for something good.
Sure.
If we can be able to think like that and have love, love, there's something missing in Kisi. Love. Let me tell you this. Many people, when I talk to people about what I do, and I'm very open of what I do, people say, if you do that, and those are our Kisi people, if you do that, your business will go. And what I believe is, whatever God had put from it, no one will eat that. You know what I mean? So if I give, I will get more. If you give, you get more. So I'm even ready to share with whoever we see how we can be able to be a real young see with the soil we have in Kisi, because we are rich in resources.
So I mean that is a beautiful thing, that we are blessed.
We are blessed.
But there's something we must be lacking. So what do you think they are lacking? I mean, from your explanation.
They are lacking the You know what I mean? When
Yes.
I say that, I mean motivation.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because as I've said before, you do your sweet potato. You take to the market, back, you give to cow. And that cow cannot give you 2 cups of milk. You get the point? You're not motivated. If you took those bananas or those whatever and you sell and you have the money, what will happen? You will smile and you will do more. But if you do the avocados, the spoiled the shamba, we have a lot of avocado. And by the way I'm here, I've learned so much you can do with the avocado. You know what I mean? I'm not sleeping.
Yes.
So there's so much you can. And when I go out of the country, I don't go just my shopping and everything. I look what can we do in our community. Like now I have like this, like going back. So if we had another little book on it, I'll share so much of what I've seen here. Because now I'm in Kenya and I've come here, we can do much. Because I put the Kenyan resources, what we have, like we can do many things. Some will see we are blessed and there's so much we can. But our leaders, if they can hear us, you know what I mean? We can do so much. We have ideas that we can be able to grow and see. But what I can say, don't give up. Don't give up.
That's a brilliant idea. So the other thing also, we also wanted you to tell us, how many people are you employing in your company?
As we're talking, I have 22 employees.
Beautiful.
I have 22, yes. And I can have more, you know what I mean? I can have more. If we start another industry in Kisi, we'll have, and you see, I am alone. I'm not with any partner. I am alone. And I have 22. What about you? If you have another industry. And don't think that, oh, you are doing this. If I do it, I cannot sell. Let me tell you, you will sell. You will sell. So if someone like you have something in Kisi, someone in Nyamira, and another place in whatever, we can be able to move the country. Let me tell you.
Thank you very much, my sister. So, what's your closing remark? I mean, what are you, again, you are totally advising the Kisi people community to move forward. So what is your closing remark? What can you tell them? And right now, what is your appeal? I mean, let me say, can you appeal to them and then?
Yes, I can appeal to them. But my appeal will go this way, not to them. Okay, to whom we see that mom at home, don't give up. There's something good coming. Now, my appeal to the leaders. Because without them helping us, there's nowhere we can go. If they close doors for us, then we cannot get it. Those mama will be poor and our fathers poor forever. But if we can be able to come and share the ideas we have and put the money in this, and which I keep on saying, it is not a lot of money to start factories, especially for what we have. It's very little money, few millions, which even one person can do. If I have done it myself from my kitchen, what about someone else? We can do. What if we come together? Now the Gukonet now is coming together. If we come together, and we can come together as Gukonet, but not all people in Gukonet have the same vision. Maybe some, I'm sorry to say this, I think, how can I benefit? You don't think like that when you want to benefit. Because when you give, you benefit. It comes from God. You get the point? You benefit. So if we can have that mind that we want to benefit those parents who brought us up in alive, no napkins, no diapers, no whatever. And we are grown-ups now. If we think of them, then we can go very far. Our leaders have to help them.
Thank you.
This is what I'm doing.
I appreciate that one. Viewers, thank you very much. We've had a candid talk with Mrs. Susan Onchoke, who has visited our studio. And we'll also roll back to Kenya and go to our industry and see what she's basically doing down there. And then we can talk much. And then later on, she can also come back to our studio and enlighten us more. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your tweets. We appreciate your views, and we appreciate also your suggestions. So let's meet next time. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my
Thank
sister.
you.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.